Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to Flayhigh Field for a TVL matchup amongst the TVL Boys Soccer, Westwood Wolverines back at home, and excited to take on TVL foe in the Medway Mustangs, a very tough Medway team. Medway has played, the Iron just like Westwood, have played Medfield, Dover, Sherborne, Hopkinton, Holliston, and really holding their own. The record really doesn't dictate, how well they've played this year. They're 1-3-3, but ties against Norton, ties against Milford, ties against Hopkinton, who is the TVL reigning champion, along with Westwood from last year. And Westwood, has had some great games as well. 1-3 on the year, opening up the season. 2-2 tie at Ashland. They came back here. Won 1-0 over a great Holliston team, covered that game. They won 3-0 at Norwood, 0-0 tie versus Hopkinton, 2-0 win on the road versus Dedham, 1-1 tie versus Medfield, and then most recently lost to DS on the road. But a great opportunity here for your Wolverines to get a big TVL win, come out and earn a tough one. There is no free wins here in the TVL this year. Every team is well balanced, they all play tough, and they're all talented. I'm looking forward to this one. So, slotted into the starting lineup for your Wolverines, AJ Alex in net, Luke McCabe, Jacob Berlinger, Charles Martin, Trevor Ferreira, Alexei Mikalakos, Avik Setaraju, Matthew Preedy, Nicholas Castro, and we have Owen Rezick in there and Hugh Nicholson for your Wolverines. Couple things of note. Owen Rezick making his way into the starting lineup. He's played terrific the last few weeks. He had 3 goals in the last game versus Dover Sherborne. I believe he had a goal in the Medfield game as well. It was either that or Dedham. But, a great offensive spark that has come off the bench for the Wolverines, and certainly something that Wolverines are looking for. Add some additional offense to a tremendous defense that they've had all season long. What we've seen for the Wolverines is, the strength from the back out. AJ Alex, terrific all year in net, making big saves, keeping Westwood in it, holding on to leads, also maintaining ties for Wolverines to have that opportunity to go out and get a goal and win games. But Nicholson in front of him, terrific defender. And the leadership, too. When you see Matt Preedy play, he leads by example. So many turnovers caused by him that turned into some terrific offense. And McCabe on the side with his speed, skill, turning some defense into some great offense himself. It's a terrific example that they set for this Wolverines team. So Wolverines looking for some action early on. Setaraju's got it off the left side. Goalie's coming out, and he's going to get a hand on that. So good timing on the goalkeeper's end to get that and get in his hands and keep that Westwood attack at bay. So a little bit moist here tonight. Looks like the rain has stopped for now, but it's been on and off most of the day. We got the lights on here at Flayhive. There's nothing better than when you got a game, a TVL game at Flayhive and the lights are on, especially come second half when it's a little darker out. It's some of the best times to watch a game, any game at Flayhive. Ferreira was looking to chip that ahead to Sataraju. Ref is going to say offside. So, folks, we are joined by a special guest here in the booth. One of my classmates, class of 2005, a Westwood High School grad, as well as a Westwood soccer alum, Andres Castro, and also the proud uncle of Nicholas Castro, who's in the starting lineup tonight. And it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Nicholas. Special happy birthday. But really, life comes at you, full circle when, you're here with one of your classmates and his nephew's on the team. Westwood's that kind of special town where people stay, people come back, including myself. But Andres, from what I remember, obviously we've been talking with some of the football guys. We didn't have a football field. And was there a soccer field at the time, or?
We just used the Thurston.
The Thurston field, yeah. And occasionally the Sheehan School every now and then. I know the girls played there. But what a home field to have here at Flayhive, and also the resources with the fields alongside. Sataraju battling for it. Ball's going to get loose. The Medway goalkeeper is going to play it off to the side. So Westwood playing aggressive early on. Love to see it. They play their best soccer when they're aggressive on those one-on-one battles, when they're jumping on those pass attempts, getting some turnovers and turning those into offense. Preedy is going to send it back to Nicholson. Back to Preedy. Over to Martin. Martin's going to go back to Preedy. Some good, tight passes for the Wolverines. And they're going to look to send it, well defended by Medway. And Medway is going to look to go the other way. Player hits the turf. They're going to get a foul. I don't believe it's going to be a card, so just a foul. And they're jumping right in and getting into the play. So well defended by Westwood, able to stop that pass attempt in the offensive zone for Medway. And Westwood's going to look to chip it. The goaltender comes out to get it. But as you can see, in the wet conditions, that ball kind of hydroplanes on some of those bounces. So something to keep an eye on when you're sending those bounces into open space. It's going to definitely get some traction, or it's going to skip a little bit. You might have a little bit more zip on it as well. So it's a little bit more difficult to handle on some of those plays, some of those passes. Nice little chip pass. Sataraju sends it outside to Castro. Castro's with them space, looking inside, makes a nice move, then gives it over to Ferreira. So a nice little handoff to Ferreira. Ferreira goes down, no whistle, still holds on to it, still got it, got some space, and shot on net was deflected and picked up by the Medway goalkeeper. So good look there for the Wolverines. Some nifty moves there by Castro. Handed off to Ferreira. Ferreira was able to get a ball through. It did get deflected. Goalie was able to get their hands on it, but nonetheless, Westwood able to get that ball in some good scoring areas. Start to get the confidence going. Martin to Preedy. And send it back to Berliner. Berliner with a nice pass over to Castro. Castro going to send it down near sideline. Sataraju chasing after it. And Sataraju able to get the turnover. So nice play there. Looking inside. Defended by Medway. Castro again. Looking a shot on net. Gets blocked. Love to see the little spark from Castro coming into the lineup and providing some great offense here early on. He's got that birthday bounce in him tonight. So we have a call on the field. Looks like it is going to be a Medway ball. I don't know if the ball go past the baseline or the goal line. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get a free kick. Goalie's going to kick it to, the defender kicks to the goalie to work the breakout. Sends it inside to 11. Nick Pierangeli. And Medway looking to break it across Westwood's 50. They do. The ball gets loose. Nicholson on top of it. Over to Sataraju. McCabe was looking to play it. Took some contact, but ball ended up on Westwood's foot. And ball out of bounds. I believe it was off of Westwood. It is. So it's going to be a Medway throw-in. Couple Westwood defenders on that offensive attempt, doing a good job getting the ball back. Nice play by the Wolverines. That was a great play there by Jacob Berliner. Still battling for it, just outside the 50. Got a player down from Medway. He's slowly getting up, but Wolverines looking to get back into the action. The ball out of bounds, going to be a Medway ball. So yeah, there was no foul on that play. It looked like some contact right around the 50. Medway player was slow getting up, but he's up now. We're back live. Well, some kind of infraction called there. Medway's going to have the ball on the 35, working inside the Westwood 50. Some good passes there between 11 and 23. That was Perangelo again. Cross attempt, and Martin was able to get a foot on that, and then Alex able to get his hands on that. So a good combination between those two. Some good defense on the cross. McCabe on the far sideline chips it up. Looking for, I believe it was Mikalakos over there. But Westwood getting creative here early. Throwing that ball into space, use some of their great athleticism. And I like the matchups. You know, when you can use some athleticism to your advantage in open space, it's a great way to turn some offense into your favor. So good kick there by Alex. Kicked that to about the plus 40. Medway looking inside, is going to get by, and Alex is going to pick it up himself. So just about 10 minutes into the game so far. We have a 0-0 game still. Evan Cardamino on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone, Westwood Media Center coverage of your boys soccer. Preedy jumped in front of that one, sends it to Rezic. Ball got away for a second, but nifty moves there. Ferreira going in on the goal. He's going to send it to the outside, was looking for McCabe. Oh, it was a good attempt there. Kind of ran out of real estate. The goalie coming out certainly made it difficult, had to make a quick decision. But good kudos to the goalie, able to come out and make a decision that saved a goal. But a good look by the Wolverines, able to get through the defense there for oh, and Rezic jumps on that kick from the goalies. The Wolverines are going to get a shot on net. It's going to go just over. But Wolverines coming out explosive on offense so far tonight. That's a scary look if you're Medway. When you get Ferreira with the ball on his foot and it's just him and the goalie, you know, that's a scary look. Ferreira, terrific talent for the Wolverines. He can kick with both legs. He's got great moves. Talented family. His sister is the captain of the girls' soccer team. Terrific athlete, terrific competitor. Wolverine's going to play that back. Berliner then looking inside, finds Rezic. Rezic settling it. The ball took an extra bounce. Ferreira with the shot. And what a save by the goalkeeper on Medway. Let's see if I can get a name, but that was a great shot. Able to settle that ball on the bounce, and a great connection on that kick. Had its eyes set for the low left corner, and the Medway goalkeeper able to get a hand on that. But folks, we have a corner here, so a good offensive opportunity here for the Wolverines. I believe Mikalakos on the kick. It is, and it's a good kick. Headed outside, but was Medway, so well defended. Preedy able to get that ball on a turnover. Ball fell off Westwood player's foot and back on Medway's foot. Medway looking to go the other way, looking to send it, but that gets through, and AJ Alex is going to pick it up. On a good kick by Alex. He's had a couple of them, all the way to the plus 40. Typically to the 50s, a good kick. He's getting an additional 10, 15 yards on some of these kicks. Rezic looking to settle it. Kicked near side by Mikalakos to Castro. Castro making another nice move. Looking inside of the shot. Oh, saved by the Medway goalkeeper. Castro looking very natural on that left side. He's got that move where he can make a defender think he's going to go outside with a speed move. He goes inside, and then he gets a shot with a nice little bend to it. Keep an eye on that. If you have a player on the backside, maybe to get a head on that or a chip, that's a well-orchestrated play. Now Medway looking to send it into space. Send it down to 23. 23 is able to stop the ball before it went out of bounds. Kicked, and I believe it's going to be a corner. It is. So Medway is going to have a corner. About 13 minutes here into this first half. So Westwood looking, set up the buddy system. Everyone has a guy, making sure they protect the net front. Lower kick. It was actually connected with another Medway player, but Westwood able to jump on that ricochet to keep it away from the net. And the ball ended up outside to the 50 after that. So well defended by the Wolverines. Ferreira with a nice move. Fake the pass up the sideline, able to move it inside for a better option. Sends it over to Preedy, and Preedy's going to send it to number 5, Charles Martin. Martin working the far sideline. Just missed on that connection, goes out of bounds. The whistle on the field looks like a substitution for Medway. They're going to make their first substitution of the game. Grimes is going to come out for a breather. Oh, nice play there. Looked like Ferrer was able to get that ball through when find a Westwood teammate to be able to keep it in bounds. Cabe's going to play it back to Nicholson, to Preedy. Preedy sent it near side to Berlin. Berner looking inside. He's got a couple guys. Rezic there. And like I was saying earlier, those bounces, they get a little zip on that skip because of the moisture. I think a hot, normal day, those two Westwood players are going to have that ball in their foot and a really good opportunity in front of the goal. Keep an eye on that, though, folks. We've seen a couple of those so far today. That's there, especially on a send from the defender. Some good matchups with the strikers up front for the Wolverines to get some good offense in front of the goalkeeper. Preedy finds Castro. Castro looking inside to Sataraju. Sataraju hits the turf. No call. Definitely some contact, but ref is saying play on. So, you know, it's good to see these, you know, kind of those type of calls early where you see what is the bar for, you know, for a call. Is it, you know, a really physical play, or is the ref going to let them play? And they're letting them play, which is good to see. Offensive attempt on the outside. Nice pass to McCabe. I believe that was from Mika Lakos. McCabe's still battling for it. He's looking inside. Ball ends up on Castro's foot. Castro hits the ground, and they're going to say a goal kick. So another play where it looked like some contact, but no call. It looks like Castro is going to get up slowly. He hit the ground. He definitely took contact and hit the ground kind of like on an awkward angle as he was trying to play that. But he's up and he's moving around, which is great to see. Medway with an unforced error, sending that down the far sideline, out of bounds. Wasn't a player kind of in that area that you're just getting rid of it. So Westwood's going to have the ball right around the 40. Nice throw in there by McCabe. Ball ricochets to the middle and on the foot of Medway. Medway going to look to send it, but Nicholson with a great defensive play there, able to jump on that attempt. Preedy with a little change of pace, able to keep the ball in bounds, looking on the center. Has Rezic over to Castro. Castro looking to shoot. Ball was deflected. And Medway has it. So Medway going to chip it ahead, and Alex is going to come out and play it. And another good kick by Alex. That was to the 35. Each kick he does, it's another 5, 10 yards, which is so beneficial for the offense. Gets that ball out of trouble and right back in Westwood's foot. Westwood's got the ball here for the throw-in, right on the 15-yard line, inside to Rezic. Medway gets the possession back, but Nicholson jumping on closing that window. Nikolakos. Castro, nice move, nice pass. Back to Castro. Nicholson again. What a defender he is. The anticipation he has, and then just closing the door on those attempts. Ball comes back out from the goal kick. Castro pass it over to Ferreira, ends up now on Mikolakos' foot. Mikolakos trying to get through traffic, and Castro able to settle it outside. What a Berliner, and Berliner was looking for Mikolakos, and that's called offside. You got Marie Foscaldo helping on the sidelines with that loose ball. Love to see it. Marie does a terrific job. You see her on the sidelines of a lot of Westwood sports events. She does pictures, videos, does a terrific job leading social media at Westwood Media Center. Just outstanding talent, outstanding person. But those pictures from the football game, Evan, they're unbelievable. These pictures tell a story of the game. You can see the highs, you can see the lows. Then you can see the jubilation from the big celebration on a win over Bellingham on Westwood Day. So it's such a really cool resource we have and lucky to have here in Westwood. Well defended by Westwood on a couple attempts there by Medway to look to get inside. Somehow ball was able to get loose. That was a great play by number 11, Pierangeli. But Westwood going the other way. Rezic had a leg up for a moment, but the ball got loose. And he gets the ball back, was looking for Sataraju there on a send. But Sataraju, ball back on his foot, shot on net, just wide. Sataraju, great move and a great turnover. Rezic was able to get that ball back, send it over to Sataraju. What a combination between those two. And then Sataraju kicking lefty there, just missed the net wide left. Westwood with a lot of offensive attempts early on. It's great to see. As the other games we've been covering, it's been like a chess match. There's been fewer opportunities. They've been quality opportunities, but fewer. And to add more offensive opportunities to an already stacked defense, it's a really good sign for a team that has a lot of aspirations for a TVL title and a playoff run. Alex. Another great kick. We have a whistle on the field. Not sure what that, Andres, what was that? It was a push. So it was a push. So what an advantage we have here in the booth, folks. Any questions about officiating? We got one of the best officials in Massachusetts, covers high school and college. For now. And then he's going to be in the Netherlands covering games there. But been seeing you covering games in Europe, on trips and whatnot. It's awesome to see. Where it's the sports or football mecca of the world. Medway player, the shot on net goes just wide, so they were able to get that ball in space. It was onside. Medway player was able to get a foot on that and shot wide, so great opportunity there for Medway. And you got to give some credit to the Westwood D. They forced a tough shot and were able to get a wide shot. But yes, seen Andres on Facebook, social media, reffing games in Spain and Portugal. What an experience that is. And then to be able to, we got an opportunity on the outside. McCabe's got it. He's got a good angle. Was looking to work it inside, but ball goes off the defender's foot, and it's going to be a corner kick for Westwood. But nothing like reffing games on some of those famous fields as well as Flayhive Field.
Yeah, I wish we had this one.
I know. Imagine that. Having this field in high school would have been tremendous. So we're going to get a corner. I believe Mikolakos is going to take the kick. It's a good kick. Rezic just missed on a bicycle kick. Oh, Nicholson, the bicycle kick attempt. Folks, if that went in, the roof was going to come off. The roof here at the press box at Flayhive, that would have came off. I have not seen a bicycle kick live in person. That would have been something to see. Well, just missed. What an attempt by the defender. So Westwood offense just off to a terrific start. Looking to bury one of these. It's 17 minutes left here in the first half. Certainly want to go into the first half with a goal or a few goals to get off to a great start. So Westwood with some substitutions. Hayes on the field now. So send it inside. You also have Stematakos on the field. Ferreira looking back, send it to Hayes. Hayes looking near side. And McCabe, ball stayed in bounds. McCabe was looking to play it and eventually found its way out of bounds. Ball works back to Nicholson. Nicholson going to send it far side to Martin. Martin's got some time. And inside to Preedy. And back to Nicholson. Near side to Hayes. Hayes going to chip it. Oh, it was a good looking opportunity there, but well defended by Medway, able to get ahead on that. Those chip attempts from the defensive line into the offensive zone are really good looks for Westwood. We've seen 2 or 3 so far. They've turned into some good opportunities going in on the Medway goalkeeper. Ball goes over Hayes' head, battling forward on the near side sideline, able to get leverage. Did a good job there. You're going to get a push though, so push on Hayes. Going to be a Medway ball. The near side ref, very familiar ref. He's been calling games for years, and he's a hockey ref too. I think I've seen him. He works in town as well.
Yes,
yeah.
It's Norwood, Mr. John Lyons.
Yes, great guy. Yep, seen him in Roach Brothers a bunch, and he used to do the hockey alumni games. So he would do the hockey alumni games, which is really, one of the easier jobs. No one's really hitting until you get. Oh wow! Great attempt there by Medway. That was a free kick by Victor Chouadois, and Medway was able to get a foot on that just wide. So great look there by Medway. They've had 2 in the last 4 minutes. So Alex is going to have the goal kick. Going to send it up the middle. Headed by Medway, but ends up on Preedy's foot. Preedy going to send it back to Martin. Martin going to chip it up front. He's got a Westwood player offside. I was looking for George Stamatakos, freshman for the Wolverines. Things that have stuck out so far here in the first half. The strikers have been, terrific, connecting really well with each other, and Rezic, Sataraju, and Castro. What a spark he's provided on offense. Some really good moves, able to get that ball to the center. He's had a great shot on net and able to get some good looks to find those strikers up the middle. So ball ends up out of bounds. It's going to be Westwood ball. McCabe's going to pick it up. And a great throw. He's always had a great throw from the sidelines. On Tatosian's foot. Stamatakos just missed there. Going to get shot on net by Preedy. Saved by Medway. That's another thing that we had mentioned, Evan, I think like early on, is getting some of these shots from the outside, testing the goalkeeper. On one of them, I think I said it, and 10 seconds later, Preedy shot from the outside and hit the crossbar. So, I mean, when you can get a shot from the outside that's got some elevation, test the goalie, and their athleticism to have to go up and get it. Those are some really good offensive opportunities, especially here at the high school level, for getting some goals, and creating some offense. Medway looking to go the other way. Ball gets loose. Gonna be chased down by Hayes. Hayes gonna defend it. Nice job. Didn't kick it out of bounds. Sends it up to McCabe. So terrific defense by the Wolverines. Most teams would probably kick that out of bounds on a defensive play like that. Able to defend it, sent it up to McCabe, and not only is it a Westwood ball, they're now going the other way without any turnover there. Stamatakos sends it to Tadiosian. Tadiosian's got some space, shot on net, and saved by the Medway goalkeeper. That all started from that defensive play by Hayes and working it back. So some great offense comes from well-defended Westwood defense. Missed on that connection. 11 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the first half. Still scoreless here at Flayhigh Field. Throw in goes over everyone's head and then played by Nicholson. Stamatakos with the head on the near side sideline, trying to keep it in as Tadeusz runs out of real estate. Quick throw in by Medway. Ends up out of bounds, going to be Westwood ball. Ferrer picks it up. Over to Preddy. Preddy's going to settle it and send it back to Martin. Martin back to Preedy. Preedy with a little chip. Oh, offside. Keep doing it, Westwood. I mean, it's there. It's close. One of these is gonna get through, and it's gonna be on time. But it's a great look so far. It's been super close. Unforced error there by Medway. Kicks it out of bounds. But Westwood's going to have the ball back in their hands. I don't know what the call was there. It was a throw-in attempt, and because of the moisture, they whiffed on it. So they're going to say it's going to be a Medway ball. Yes, the field's still wet out here. The ball's still wet, so definitely takes an extra, drying the hands off before throwing the ball. So it's actually going to be a kick. So it's not just it's not going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a kick on that far sideline. So we got both teams kind of set up in just outside the box area waiting for the kick. It's a decent kick working its way in. Nicholson able to get ahead on that, heading towards the near sideline. Medway looking to get a center attempt. And good job on defense. Looked by Hayes. Hayes took that space away, and that turned that attempt into a goal kick. So Westwood defense doing their thing. Closing windows. They're jumping on pass attempts, getting some great turnovers, and they're forcing outside shots that are very capable saves for A.J. Alex. Wolverines looking to settle it down. He's sent back to Preedy. Oh, and they're going to look to send it up the middle and offside there. So both refs on each sideline all over, doing a good job finding making sure that these teams are on time, not offside on those attempts. So question, Andres, for you is, is it where the player is when the pass is sent?
Correct. See,
Correct.
The moment that the pass or the shot is sent.
Yeah.
It's not where they receive it.
So technically, me and you could be level, and if that pass is kicked, as soon as it's off that foot, and I beat you, and I'm like 5 yards ahead of you, that's not offside.
If you're the defender, that's...
Or if I'm the offensive player.
Yeah, as long as we're neck and neck.
Neck and neck on that kick.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because remember, it's
Yeah.
Perception's reality for the referee.
Yes, true.
So they think you're on.
Because they got to watch two things at once.
Exactly.
They got to watch that ball I'd imagine they're probably watching the ball on their peripheral and watching that line as well. And we don't have VAR here at the field,
Unfortunately, no.
but maybe we could, maybe we tell them at halftime we have you up here to do the TV signal.
We had the pleasure of actually doing a tournament in Portugal, Portugal earlier this year in March, and it was the very first youth tournament that actually used VAR.
Stamatakos has it, and he's got some space. Sends it inside, finds a Westwood player, just goes wide. It was McCabe, went off his foot and just went through the crease area. It was a great pass, though, from the freshman Stamatakos. Oh, that was a great opportunity. Westwood was looking to bury that one, but definitely will want that one back, but a good look. And they'll have another chance at it, no question about it. They've been playing tough. They're going to certainly capitalize soon. Martin to Preedy. Ferreira, some one-touch passing. They're going to chip it off the outside. It was Tadeusz on that pass. It's going to go out of bounds. And it looks like the ball ended up in the wetland. Hopefully not too deep. I saw a picture the other day of a snapping turtle that found its way just outside the fence area of Flayhive. What do you do with that? I don't know where who's going to pick it up, relocate it, where do you put it, you know?
Full control, they'll figure it out.
We used to see it all the time in Martha Jones.
Oh, yeah.
We'd be out at recess and there'd be snapping turtles that came out from the water out there.
Get called back in.
Yep. Yeah, I'd say no recess today. I don't think they trusted us. You know, we'd be the kind that would get, you know, a branch and try and let's see the power of that jaw.
Test it.
Preedy. Looking inside. Just missed on that connection. That was looking for Tadeusian. McCabe has it on the side, near side. Ball gets loose, going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Westwood ball. Hayes is, I think, going to give it to McCabe. And we're going to have some substitutions coming back. So I see Sataraju coming back. I see Rezic coming back. And I believe Castro back. So the starters coming back on the field. The guys who came in substituting did a terrific job. Created some great offensive opportunities. And, you know, it's great to see the depth that are coming out there and they're making their impact here on this game. Ball ends up on Medway's foot. They were looking to send it. Had a couple deflections. It looked like it went off the back of the foot of Nicholson. Castro inside to Ferreira. Ferreira able to stay on his feet as he had hit some contact. Going to send it near side to McCabe. Is he able to keep it in? It's heading towards the end line. Oh, and he's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. A good effort. This ball is really, it's moving when it's hitting the turf, especially on those sends. Medway's going to have it on a goal kick. Looks like the defender's going to take it. We've seen a couple times he's passed to the goalie, and it looks like he's going to do it here. I'm going to look near side, some contact there. McCabe took some contact there, gets up slowly, but he's back up on his feet. Preedy's got it. He's looking inside. He's going to send it far side. He's got Martin. Martin looking inside. Had Sataraju. Sataraju looking for a one-click pass over to Rezic. Rezic was just behind him off to the side, ready for that quick pass into open space. They've certainly been practicing that. You can see those two are on the same page about setting each other up. Preedy, some nifty moves, able to maintain that possession. He's going to send it back to safekeeping. And a big kick by Alex. He kicked that to the 20. He kicked that from inside his 20 to their 20. You got to be kidding me. What a kick. I have to check the replay on that one now. That was a heck of a kick. That might be a clip itself. I think it is. It made a clip. Calling it now, folks, that's going to make a clip. So Westwood's got it. Throw-in. Castro's going to pass it in. I believe that was to Mikalakos. Being battled for. Medway came out with the ball. Medway looking to get it across the 50. Working inside, but Nicholson on top of that. Ball ends up back inside the 30. Medway's just going to send it back to their goalkeeper. Inside 3 minutes now here in the first half. Still scoreless. Sataraju. This is something too, folks. Westwood makes it very difficult on these breakouts. They make it so difficult on the teams. Looks like that's out of bounds. Oh, no, that's a offside. Is it offside?
Yeah.
Offside, yeah. So offside on the far sideline, which different because Westwood gets a kick versus a throw-in. And Westwood gets some great offense out of these kicks, too. You get some big bodies up front, able to get up and settle the ball. And, you know, we saw a bicycle kick attempt earlier. Sataraju settling it, sends it back to Preedy. Preedy far side to Martin. Martin looking to chip it. That's going to get away and picked up by the Medway goalkeeper. So just about 2 minutes now. Typically, I think this is when the clock stops. It does. So the rest of the half is now on the officials' watch. Ball goes out of bounds. So Medway's going to have the ball. Quick throw in. So number 7 Barbosa. Barbosa hits the ground. Gets back up. Westwood looking to take away this opportunity from Medway. Some good defense. Preedy playing hard defense as he always does. Able to help get Westwood the ball back. And chipped into space by Ferreira and Rezic running out of it, but that ball just keeps taking off. Not able to get much backspin on the ball with all this moisture. And you could see on the turf too, it seems to be matted down, you know, so there's really no friction that would come from the ball hitting. Oh, nice play there by Westwood. It was a back head by Ferreira looking for an outlet. Medway on the far sideline. Looking to work it inside. They do find a guy, but that window closed down there by Hayes. So great job by Harry Hayes. Jumping in the play, closing that window down. The ball got through a couple Westwood defenders. It was a good look on Medway's foot, and then Hayes jumping in there, able to get a foot on that, kick it out of bounds, and take away that opportunity. Rezic looking to battle for it near sideline. Some physical playing. Oh, offside. Okay. That was a good battle going on there. A little physical play. You know, it's definitely, I've seen at this high school level, those 50-50 battles, they do become physical. You know, there is no free opportunity for a ball on those 50-50 battles. We saw the other day in the girls' game some very physical play. And you love to see it. It's just competition. You know, it's who wants it more. McCabe with a great throw in. Ball goes over the head and Sataraju, and they're going to say, uh-oh, that's halftime. So halftime on the call on that whistle. So some great offensive opportunities for the Wolverines. Certainly expecting them to pick up where they left off in the second half. But after one half of soccer, scoreless here at Flayhive, 0, Westwood 0, Medway 0.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance, and Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Coming back from the half, Medway's going to have it on the face-off. I was just talking with a couple Westwood parents, and we were talking about if that bicycle kick went in, it was going to be an all-timer of a highlight. Joking around how the roof was probably going to come off here, the press box. It was, what an impressive attempt by Nicholson on that play. Westwood has been all over the offensive zone with great opportunities, and certainly going to look to capitalize here in the second half. Good thing about halftime is you have the opportunity to make adjustments on some of those looks, personnel things, and even just, you know, you've had 6, 7 great opportunities to allow some of those frustrations to subside, come out with a clear mind going into the second half to try and get that ball in the back of the net. Ferreira sending it inside to Sataraju. Sataraju, oh, goes wide. Goalkeeper for Medway, Kevin McMahon, came out, did a good job of forcing a wide shot, but great look. I believe it was Ferreira on the chip pass to Sataraju. Chase play, and it was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Got a foot on that and just went wide left. Medway's got it on the far sideline, looking to send that inside. Ends up out of bounds. But right off the bat, I mean, within the first 2 minutes, good opportunity for the Wolverines. That's a great matchup you want to see. The ball on Sataraju's foot right in front of the net. Sataraju sending it outside for Castro. Castro looking to center it. Deflected, able to get back on that. Castro forces Medway to kick it out of bounds. Castro with a quick throw into Ferreira. Ball's going to find its way back to Martin. Martin inside to Preedy. Preedy goes inside to Rezic. Oh, what a play there by Preedy, playing that bounce, able to settle the bounce while still running. Like, what a talented play. We see a lot of that from like Harper Morrison. It does these difficult plays, makes them look easy. Just shows the amazing skill set of these players out here. Oh, nice quick pass there. It was Castro to Ferreira. Ferreira was going the other way, and Medway was able to jump on that and get the turnover. Now Ferreira, the ball back on his foot. Preedy sends it back to Martin, then over to Nicholson to Berliner. Berliner chips it up near side over to McCabe. McCabe inside, then back outside, has a body, looking to center. No one was there for the centering attempt there. The goalie came out, McMahon able to get his hands on that. He's going to kick it, and a big kick. Gets that to about the 35. Well played by Westwood. Nicholson able to get it up to Preedy, and Westwood going back the other way. McCabe looking to send that. Defended by Medway. Another attempt, looking for Sataraju. Sataraju battling for it, but played by Medway. Rezic was almost able to jump in front of that one. That would have been interesting. Had that deflected, off his foot, he would have had that with a potential open net opportunity. Out of bounds on Medway. Castro is going to take the throw in. Castro finding Ferreira. Ferreira going to send it to Preedy. Preedy, nice move. Really protects that ball so well. He could hold on to it and protect it and wait for opportunities to open up. It's such a smart way to play. McCabe battling for it on the far sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Westwood. 5 minutes into the second half, some good opportunities for Westwood, some good looks on offense. McCabe's going to take the throw. Gets all the way towards the net. Rezic on top of it. Shot, score! Castro! Or was that Mikalakos? That was Mikalakos. So Mikalakos buries that. All from a pass on the outside by McCabe. McCabe able to send that ball from the sideline just in front of the net. Ball ricocheted a couple times, then Mikalakos put that in the back of the net. Mikalakos putting himself in the right spot to capitalize there to get the Wolverine first goal.
Goal for Westwood, number 8, Lexi Mikalakos. Assisted by Owen Rezic and Luke McCabe.
So what a goal for the Wolverines. A goal from a throw-in. McCabe has that distance on the throw. What an advantage. We've been saying it a couple times in some of the earlier games. When you can throw that ball 30, 40 yards and get it into where the Westwood bodies are and create some good matchups, you're going to get some offensive opportunities, and they got it there and they capitalized for the goal. And typically, shot on net, Alex able to get a hand on that, well defended. And then Westwood going the other way. Looked like Preedy's going to send it across the 50. It's going to find its way out of bounds. Typically, those first goals, too, are the hardest to get. So get that first one, where you see the ball go in the back of the net. Confidence gets to start, you get the confidence building to build on some more opportunities and to be able to add to that lead. But one thing is the Westwood defense is going to be doing their thing. They do a terrific job of keeping the ball in front of them. But you still, at Westwood, you want to keep building on leads that you have. Ooh, looked like the goalkeeper kind of didn't get all of that one. It was an opportunity for Rezik to go in alone. Oh, what a play by McCabe. Tracking that ball down the sideline, was able to get a head on it to keep it in bounds. Rezik chasing down Medway player. He's going to force a pass that gets through and ends up in the hands of Alex. So Mikalakos with the goal. An assist from Rezik. My opinion, you got to give McCabe an assist. It's not going to be counted on the score sheet, but for that throw-in, it all started from that. Out of bounds. It's going to be Westwood ball. Castro going to take the throw-in. Sends it over to Mikalakos. Mikalakos looking inside. Headed by Sataraju over to Ferreira. Preedy, looking far side, had a guy, but Medway defender did a good job jumping in front of that. Pass. So Medway's going to have it right around there. 20, right around the 15. Westwood able to get the turnover on the pass. Mikalakos is looking inside, played by Medway. Medway on the sideline trying to go the other way, but that was broken up by Berliner. Now Westwood on the outside. McCabe looking inside, able to get a foot on that was Westwood. And a big save by the Medway goaltender, McMahon. That was Castro on the cross, able to get a foot on that. What an athletic play to get a foot on that. Forced McMahon to make a very difficult save, and it's going to turn into a corner kick for the Wolverines. So Castro, the birthday boy, doing a terrific job, creating an offensive spark for the Wolverines today. Mikalakos with the kick into the box, just goes over a body, shot attempt. Gets deflected and it's going to go out. But it was off a Medway player and it's going to be a Westwood corner. Looks like Ferreira's going to take this one. He typically takes the lefty kick. That's a big kick. It's going to go over everyone's head and it's going to go out of bounds. Big, powerful kick there. Medway throws it in, but Preedy all over it. Preedy gets it back. And back on Medway's foot, going the other way. Some contact and whistle on the field. Foul on Westwood. Looks like the Medway player is still down. Number 7. So number 7 for Medway. Pedro Barboso. Good player for them, too. Thank you, Evan, colleague. It's right around the kind of the midway part, or just into the second half is when it gets a little darker. So we just turn the lights on here in the press box, able to see some of these numbers a little better. But as always, Evan Cardamino on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone. Thank you all for being with us for this TVL matchup. Great game so far between the Wolverines and the Mustangs. Westwood looking far sideline. Look at McCabe there. Ball gets chipped out of bounds. Westwood's going to keep it. McCabe with a throw-in. So, folks, keep an eye on this. Got a terrific throw-in. He can go 30 yards or so, 30 yards plus with these throw-ins. We saw it, him able to get it into the box area. We're going to have a substitution. Looks like Setaraju's going to get a breather. Coming on is Tadeusz. So McCabe, another good throw-in. Has a guy looking inside. Goalkeeper comes out, rebound, and it's cleared out by Medway. So again, offensive opportunity that comes in from a great throw-in. McCabe's going to take a knee for a minute. I think he might have taken some contact there, and looks like he might come off for a breather. And he will, which I believe is going to bring in Hayes on the far sideline. Medway, the opportunity on the near side, looking for the centering attempt. Ball got loose, shot on net, and what a save by Alex. That ball deflected inside on Alex Scott's stick for a shot on net, and AJ Alex all over it. Alex hasn't had too many shots on net. The ones that have been balls that have just gotten through where he's been able to go out and get his hands on it. So to stay fresh and make a big save there, what a play by the senior captain. We're going to have a corner from Medway. Medway running some set plays. This one has some elevation on it and defended well by Westwood. Westwood able to get it outside of the box. And then Preedy battling for it. Preedy, no quitting that kid. He's looking far side. Westwood's got it. And then Rezik looking to make a move. He does make a move, hits the turf, and we got a whistle. So we're going to have a free shot. I think it's outside the box. So Westwood's going to have a good opportunity here from right around the 15-yard line to get a nice shot. Oh, they jump right into it. So shot on net and a goal! Owen Rezik! What a play by the Wolverines. They had a free shot opportunity from the outside. They just jumped right in for a pass. It was Ferreira to Rezik. Rezik put it in the back of the net for the Wolverines' second goal. Heads up play for the Wolverines. That's something you certainly work on during practice, and what an execution. Owen Rezik, his fourth goal in the last 2 games. Something special in that maize water. I was talking to his father in between.
Westwood goal. Junior Owen Rezik, assisted by Trevor Ferreira.
I was talking to his father, Randy Rezik. We live in the same neighborhood. I probably talk about the maize way too much, but what a special moment, for Owen, for his family. His fourth goal in 2 games. What a season he's having so far, and what a play though, my goodness. So they had a free kick opportunity. It was outside, so it wasn't a penalty kick. Typically you think they're going to take their time, they're going to figure out who's going to kick. No, you had Ferreira who just kicked it right inside to Rezik. Rezik then, a left kick, found the back of the net. I got to ask Andres, well, I got you here. So when they have that free kick opportunity, is it live? Can you kick whenever, or do you have to wait for that whistle?
Absolutely. The moment that the ball is not moving, you can go ahead and kick it. If you feel that there's an opportunity to kick the ball, by all means, go ahead.
Now, is that high school rules? Because, when we watch the World Cup, we see sometimes they put that shaving cream out, to put the ball behind it. What's the difference between that and obviously high school, where he was able to just kind of make that play right off the bat?
So that's actually the same all around. The only thing, there's only 2 times when you actually have to wait for the whistle. If the attacking team's asking for a wall, it's called a ceremonial free kick. So then the referee will make walk the 10 steps, and then make sure the wall is set up, the goalie's good to go, and then blow the whistle. Or if there's another reason where the referee tells the player, hey, wait until no whistle. That's it. If the ball's not moving and you feel like there's an advantage to make a quick pass or a shot, by all means, go right ahead.
So nothing you saw in that, as a ref really threw you off. You said, you know what, these happen from time to time, and it's a well-coached team that, executed on a great play.
It was a fantastic heads-up play.
Love to hear it. We got Mike Pereira, a.k.a. Andres Castro, here in the booth, and great insight on that breakdown of the goal. But what a Heads-up play by the Wolverines. They're going to remember that for a while. It was almost like, in football when you do the fake spike, go for the end zone. So that puts the Wolverines up 2-0. The Wolverines are hungry, looking to get the third. They got some substitutions on the field after that timeout. See Stamatakos on the field. He hits the turf and you're going to get a foul, so Wolverine ball. So Stamatakos on the field. I see Tadeusian on the field. Hayes on the field. Kicked by Nikolakos, an inside. Being settled by Ferreira. Ferreira, nice move. Able to maintain that possession. He does a good job of creating some angles, being able to create quick space. All he really needs is just a foot or two to be able to get a solid shot on the ball. Looks like an offside call there on the far sideline.
I already could go home though right now.
So Medway is going to have a kick from just inside their 20. Westwood on top of that, able to get in front of the pass. The ball ends up out of bounds. Westwood ball. No, Medway ball. Both teams battling for it near sideline. Westwood able to keep it in bounds. Nice play. Able to defend and keep it in bounds. And they're going to send it up the other sideline. So Stamatakos with some space, looking to get a shot. He fires a shot, saved by McMahon. Great play by the talented freshman, he had a couple bodies on him, was able to find that window to get a shot. And it was a difficult shot. It had a rebound on it. The ball goes out of bounds near side. Castro with the throw-in. Stamatakos. Preedy. One thing you notice too, folks, Westwood makes substitutions. There's guys that just don't leave the field. Preedy. He's out there the whole game. Just a, heart and soul type of guy. McCabe's one of those guys too. He comes off, if he's banged up, looking to get, so looked at by, Paul and whatnot. Westwood's got a lot of that leadership that just stays on the field, and they have a motor. They don't get tired. They're still, deep into the second half. They're bringing it as hard as they were in the first minute. So Ferreira looking to get a shot. It's going to go wide left. There's a good low kick where he saw a window, and you know what? I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some shots from the outside, especially the elements still. It's, the ball is slippery, the field is slippery, so anything can happen on shots from anywhere. Oh, ball goes over Nicholson's head, but right there is Martin. Martin able to get it back in the play, and well defended by Westwood. Ball ricochets, and Alex comes out to get it. So Westwood's defense, so well layered. You can have that opportunity for Nicholson to go up and try and get the head on that, knowing that you have the confidence. All right, if he misses, you get guys like Berliner. You get guys like Charles with Martin right there to be able to get the backup, and they're there, and they just did it right there a moment ago. Medway was looking to connect on the far sideline, missed on that, and the ball goes out of bounds. Going to be a Westwood ball. So now, about 23 minutes left in the game. This is typically where, you want to keep maintaining these possessions, making strong plays. Obviously, you still want to have some offense, but this is how you close out games. The sign of a good team, where you take a lead, you have a goal lead, and then when you get that second goal, you have a 2-goal lead. Closing out that game is how you win playoff games, folks. Oh, the chip attempt there. Offside. Westwood was looking for Stamatakos on a pass from Ferreira. Battling for it over there. Was that Preedy with the turnover? No, it wasn't. It was Tadeusian. So Tadeusian with some good defense, able to get the turnover, and Westwood's got the ball inside the 50-yard line, looking to work it inside. Oh, and looking for Stamatakos again. So they keep looking for it. They just miss. Close. Martin jumps up on the play, made a nice play, or it was Berliner, made a nice play on that, and then was looking to move it up himself. Had some speed. Medway looking inside, ball's gonna make its way to Alex. Alex then kicks it up the middle. Hits a couple Medway players and back on Westwood's foot. Kicked by Castro, it looked like hit the Medway player, and he goes down. So that was a tough play. I don't know. I think it might have hit him in the midsection or in the head. Midsection. That's never fun. Yeah. We're gonna take a few minutes. Tough play. Tough kid. Yeah, right in the stomach. You can certainly that ball. When it's kicked well, you can certainly get the wind knocked out of you. It takes a good minute sometimes, 2 minutes to catch your wind again. And he's going to get up. So tough kid on Medway. 21. He's going to walk it off. We got Paul Lilla walking on the field. Legend, as Andre said, absolute legend. He did. Our freshman year was Paul's first year, which is now, I believe, his 24th year, going into his 24th year as head athletic trainer at Westwood. We had a great opportunity to talk to Paul on the Wolverine Report podcast and some fascinating stories about Paul. How he started his career. What were some of the decisions he made, of risk taking? How did he end up ultimately at Westwood? He had a job already, I believe, in Brookline, and ended up coming to Westwood, and they completely understood, of Paul wanting to come to Westwood, and it being a good fit for him, for his family. And he's never looked back since. He's been here ever since, and we were lucky to have him. The ball goes out of bounds. Is that the corner? Is it a corner? It is. So corner for Westwood. So well played by the Wolverines, able to defend the territory after it hit a Medway player to ensure it went past the goal line for a corner for Westwood. So a good look here. Nikolakos going to take the kick. Westwood running some set plays. I see Nicholson coming in. Nicholson looking to get up. He gets a head on it. Bounce. And a save by McMahon. That's twice now we've seen Nicholson getting into the offense on corners. I mean, when you're about 6'2", 6'3", and you're able to go up and get that, that's you got to have him out there. And he's been doing a great job. Almost scored that bicycle kick earlier in the game. Ferreira. Preedy goes one way, then turns the other. Did a good job of maintaining that possession, sends it back to Alex. Max Farrer on the field now for the Wolverines here on the near side. Ball's going to be picked up, looks like Weston's going to have the throw in on the 50. Thrown in by Martin. Looking for Farah. Goes out of bounds on Medway. So Westwood's going to have it about 15 yards further up. Ferreira's going to take the throw in. Just inside 20 minutes left here in the game. Martin, Ferreira, nice look. Sent it inside to Preedy. Bounce off his foot. Medway able to capitalize, jump on the ball, but well defended by Westwood. Nicholson able to defend that attempt. And then Medway trying to get inside. Martin on that. Sniffed that play and that offensive attempt by Medway. So Martin, in addition to Nicholson, Martin and Berliner, terrific complementary players on the defense. You got Martin, Berliner, Nicholson, Alex. That's got to be four of the best that you'll see in the Tri-Valley League. Athletic, they're tough, they're smart. They have that it factor. Apologies, folks. Just opened up a Diet Coke and had a little spill. Oh, good throw in there by Medway. Westwood defended. Martin able to catch it before it went out of bounds, so he saved a corner there. And it's going to be Medway ball right around. Or is it a Westwood ball? It is now. So a Westwood ball now. Well, what happened there? Gotcha. Okay. A little unforced error. Yeah. Ferreira, some nice moves and a tight place, and Westwood gets the ball back. Oh, just missed on that connection. Was looking for Kadiojian. So Medway going to work it back to their goalkeeper. That's going to go out of bounds. So Westwood doing a good job. Up 2 here and still playing tough, playing hard. They're hungry. Coming off a close loss to a very talented Dover Sherborne team, looking to get back in the win column. Looking to get to 4-1-3 on the year. Medway looking ascended, but Alex all over it. Terrific anticipation by Alex. He's one step ahead. He sees when that chest move, when they're making that chest move on the first one, he sees what the plan is for that next one, and he comes out and makes a great play. Farah keeps it inbounds. Battling between 2 players. Does a good job of keeping that on his foot. Ball ends up out of bounds, though. A Medway ball. So difficult to keep that ball on your foot when you're on the sideline and you're outnumbered. It's tough. You to be able to maintain that. We got a call on the field. Looks like a foul called on Westwood. So Medway's going to get a kick, and they're going to get right into it. But Westwood's got enough players there. Medway player is able to get ahead on that. That was number 9, Alex Stott. And Alex with the save. Alex with a good boot. Gets it into the Westwood territory. Westwood going to send it far side. Hayes, looks like Mikalakos was looking for Hayes on the chip. Ball got away, picked up by McMahon. 15 minutes left here in the game. Westwood up 2-0 on Medway. Goals from Mikalakos and goals from Owen Rezick for the Wolverines. Westwood figuring out who's going to get the throw in. Not sure who it is, but they're going to have it right around the 30, in between the 35 and the 30. Ends up on Ferreira's foot. Ferreira, he could split the D with his moves. He's able to get the ball elevated. He can chip it to himself. He can juggle it. He can do a little shake and bake. He's a talented kid. Oh, Westwood jumps on top of it. Looking across it, and ball kicked out by Medway. Mikalakos jumps up for it. And now Medway has it. Medway's got some numbers looking for a fast pace, but Preedy with the tackle. Oh, Matt Preedy. I said this during lacrosse season, Evan. I'm going to say it here. Matt Preedy doing Matt Preedy things. Just a hard-nosed, downhill player, smart player. Certainly, a guy who is a heart and soul player of the team. Amazing leadership. I haven't seen him get off the field today. I don't think I've seen him get off the field for a breather in any of the games we've covered. Just a terrific leader. The ball gets loose. Alex is able to get a hand on it, slipped, but well played by Harris, able to keep the defender on the outside and not allow for an opportunity to get a shot on net while Alex was getting up off the turf. Medway's going to have a throw-in on the far sideline. That's a good throw. Well defended, though, by the Wolverines. Hayes able to get ahead on that. Tadeusian on his foot, looking down the sideline. So going to connect with Stamatakos. Throw in by Medway. Headed by Ferreira. Now Westwood's got it. Sends it inside the middle. It's like the Nikolakos chasing down by Westwood. Stamatakos got on his foot looking to shoot. Hits the turf. And we're going to have a penalty kick here, folks. What a great attempt. He had a couple bodies on him. They had to do it. He had the ball on his foot, and he had a clear opportunity for a goal. And we're going to get Evan our first penalty shot opportunity here to call on Westwood Media Center. Now, Andres, question for you. Any player can take that kick, correct? So let's see if it goes to Stamatakos, or is it going to be, it looks like it might be Ferreira. So Ferreira is going to take the kick on the penalty. So a great matchup. You got a great goaltender, McMahon, and you got Ferreira, a great talent for the Wolverines. Ferreira, he scores. He did a little stutter step on that, caught the goalie off for a second, was able to find the back of the net in the low left corner. So Ferreira with the penalty kick goal for the Wolverines to put them up 3-0.
Goal for Westwood, junior Trevor Ferreira. And some hard work by Matty Rosa.
So it looked like it was Rosa who drew the penalty. So well done by Rosa. I had thought it was Stamatakos, but yeah, Matt Rosa, number 15. Terrific job. Doesn't get an assist in the stat book, but he gets an assist from the Westwood Media Center team here covering. Heck of an effort. He had a couple defenders on it, kind of that put them in a panic where they had to jump on it and obviously cause a penalty and drew the penalty kick. And there goes Rosa. Is Rosa able to get one for himself? He's got a lot of speed. Talented player, Rosa. He's got some speed on him. He's got some nifty moves. I mean, both the speed and the moves are really what caused that drawn penalty. Keep an eye on him, folks. And that attempt from him draws a corner. So invaluable plays, small things that add to big things. When you get an opportunity on a corner like this and to be able to bury it. Preedy. Kicked by Stamatakos. Rosa able to settle it. Back to Mikolakos. Mikolakos looking to get a shot on net. It's going to go wide. Going to be a goal kick. Those small things, though, they add up to big things. The throw-in from McCabe turned into a goal. Small thing on Westwood had a free kick, and they just went right for that quick pass to Rezic. Small thing turns into a big thing. Rezic puts it in the back of the net for a goal. And then Rosa able to draw the penalty, and Ferreira puts it in the back of the net for the goal. So just a well-coached team. Rick Beedelman, everyone knows their role. They do it well. And they do those small things that make them a winning soccer club. You know, a team that certainly is one of the teams to keep an eye on for Westwood teams in the fall. Doing a terrific job off to a great start. A win today will get them at 4-1-3 in the TBL. I believe all Westwood's games have been TBL matchups too, so they haven't gone into non-league games. So to have that record in league play is outstanding. Preedy is going to settle it. Sends it inside to Ferreira. Ferreira sends it near side. He's looking on the pass there. Farrow was looking on the cross and offside there. Look at Rosa was a step or two ahead. It looks like the rain picking up a little bit more now, and it has been all night. So a little bit more of the elements to deal with, slippery. But we've had at least 60, 70 minutes of decent weather. And now it's really starting to come on. Evan and I had a couple of games that were ones to remember. We did a boys lacrosse game last year versus Dover Shearborn. The press booth was locked. Weren't able to get in. We had rain, we had sleet, we had snow, and then we had sun, all in a matter of about 45 minutes. If you catch that game on YouTube, check it out. Westwood lacrosse versus Dover Shearborn. It was at home last year, and we had everything. It was a true testament of New England weather. So we are 7 minutes left here at the game. Wolverines looking inside, being chased down. Number 13 for the Wolverines, Jacob Daly. So Jacob Daly, who was the hero in the home opener versus Holliston, chasing down that one for the Wolverines. Just so much depth on this team. And it's a huge advantage to have fresh legs out there and very capable players to get it done. What an advantage for Rick Beedelman and your Wolverines. The ball goes out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for the Wolverines as the clock continues to tick. Just getting around 6 minutes left here in the game. Goal kick. Ended up on Medway's foot for a minute, but Westwood able to gain the ball back. Now going the other way. Hard to see the numbers now with the rain. Oh, Quinney's out there. Johnny Quinn. The Wolverines sending it up, looking for the attempt shot. What a save by McMahon. McMahon came out for that and able to make a big save. Oh, and jumped in front of that one. Looks like Stamatakos. Stamatakos going to send it far side, looking for a center. But what a big save. It looked like it was a save on Daly on that attempt. Westwood still bringing the offense late in this game. 5 minutes left here at Flay Hive. Wolverines up 3-0 on Medway. Goals from Mikalakos, Rezic, Ferreira. Westwood looking inside. McMahon is going to come out and get his hands on that. And looking to go the other way. He's going to kick it.
No, I'm gonna watch.
So John Quinn out there playing defense. Number 25. Terrific athlete. He's a tremendous goal tender in hockey. Coached him for 2 years. Went to CM last year and back here in Westwood. He's just a gifted athlete, big kid. Great kid, too. Comes from a great family. His brother, Jake Quinn, terrific athlete. He's at Fairfield now. Jake played hockey for the Wolverines. He was the leading goal scorer for them, TVL All-Star, and then was a TVL All-Star for your Wolverine baseball team as well. But his father was a Westwood High School alum, I believe class of 91. And good to see him out there. Wolverines going back the other way. If anyone was at the Bellingham football game here at home versus Westwood, and you were around during halftime, Quinny made a 30-yard field goal to win, I believe, $200 to Neroli. So using the skill set to his advantage, not only did he make the kick, he backed it up further so he'd get more money on the gift card. So it was a really cool moment. The ball ended up here on the near side, battled for by Westwood. Farah able to get the possession, looking to work through. We got it through initially. The backup defender in Medway able to get on top of that one. And they're going to send it down near side. It's going to go out of bounds. So Westwood's going to have it. 18 with the throw-in. 18 for the Wolverines, Cochran. Sam Cochran. So, folks, we are at the 5-minute mark. The clock has stopped on the scoreboard, and we are on the ref's whistle. Andres, did you call this stoppage time? Or what's the proper word when the time stops on the clock and it's on the ref's whistle?
Well, in a typical 90-minute game, anything past 90 minutes would be stoppage time or injury time.
Yeah.
But simply here for high school sports, or for high school soccer, they just simply tell you to stop the clock here because ultimately the time of the game is on the referee's watch.
Yeah. So if there's 5 minutes, it stops at 5 minutes. You're going to get a minimum of 5 minutes, right? And then what's the typical, like if there's not injuries or anything like that, Westwood with an attempt, it's going to be kicked out by Medway. If there's like no injuries or anything like that, like what's the typical kind of added time? Is it minimal or is there like an average that you see?
So for high school and college soccer, if there's no goals, no major injuries, no giving of a card, nothing that actually would tell us to stop the clock for. It's just a straight 40 minutes for high school and 35 for college.
Westwood with an attempt. McMahon comes out, and ball is deflected just outside. Medway going to look to clear, and they do, just to the near sideline. But interesting. I mean, we had, so in the second half, there was a couple different, injuries. Sometimes, does it get considered to, say, a ball goes out of bounds, you got to chase that down? Is that considered in extra time?
It could be if it's reasonably far away and you don't have a ball boy or ball girl nearby. Yeah, if the referee deems it fit, he can stop the clock.
Ferreira looking inside. To be offside. And another question, too, is, yes, got to take full advantage. Another question is, you obviously there's time on your watch and you're watching, but if the ball's in the offensive area, are you going to let that play through, or are you going to be true to the time that's left on your watch?
Exactly. So all I can say is they tell us for high school that the moment it hits 40, that's it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's the referee on the bench side who's got the actual time, and nobody knows it but them.
Interesting. So it's the referee on the bench side. So he can communicate with the coach and let him know, okay.
The reason being is that if there is about, let's say that coach asks the referee nearest to him, hey, or her, hey, how much time do you have left? And let's say the referee says, oh, I got about maybe 2 minutes to go. And then the referee, and obviously this isn't the case, but if the referee on the far side were to blow his or her whistle, and the game will be over, then you would imagine that the coach would lose his or her mind. Yeah. So to avoid that, it's always going to be the referee closest to the bench side who has the official time.
Reminds me of David Beckham. I believe it was the Premier League Championship. They're down by a goal, and it was, stoppage time. He ties it up, and then they scored, I think, within like 2 minutes.
It was if I can correct you, it was Teddy Sheringham who tied it, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
He was on the corner, yep.
Yes.
Yes.
He was on the corner.
So some great defensive plays here by Westwood. Some great insight. Andres, thank you so much. A lot of knowledge learned here. And that's the game, folks. So outstanding effort tonight by your Wolverines, coming out with a big win, which gives them their 4th win of the season, puts them at 4 wins, 1 loss, 3 ties in the season.
Final score, 3-0, Westwood.
And a great win for the Wolverines, league win. And just a great, fun game to cover. I want to thank you all for joining us. A lot of great action, and looking forward to seeing you all on the next one.